sixth meeting, the sixth one that won't count, but it does tonight as we get to watch these two teams kind of find us in his fifth season. Kevin Young in his second. Both teams made the Ncaa tournament last year. And first shot. And this is Rob Wright, the transfer from Baylor, one of the top transfers in the country. He weaves his way in, leaves it too high. 13-7 in the ACC. Down low, and a block.
This is a little bit,
regular season.
A little bit bigger Carolina team with Jaron Stevenson in there at 6'10", but not quite the shooting prowess.
Knocked away by Davis. Ncaa lays it in for BYU's Cougars again. Saunders for three. Tipped in.
People down the floor effort. Gets him to the front of the rim for an easy putback there.
There's a foul on Ncaa.
Earlier today, and Kevin Young, BYU's head coach, said Vasari goes, oh yeah, he's a legit NBA guy at 7 feet with
9% from the field last season. And Hubert Davis. Happy to see him.
NBA guy. He spent so many years in the NBA. I trust his opinion.
Saunders from the corner.
Rebound very well. He's an NBA guy.
Three-point shot by Evans, who was at Colorado State last year. And there's right average 11.5 points last year for Baylor, first team.
Yeah, his ability to push the pace and to just go by people is what makes it.
Game, which the Huskers won by a point. Vasar over Ncaa. They're 9-6. BYU here early on. Long three by
He made 73s for them last year.
First foul on Zayden High. And now Evans trying to slow down. Now Dixon into the lane. A nice dish, but Cougars. Right. There's Ncaa. Run. Boop on the drive. Here's Dibonsa for three. And he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw.
But Dibonsa fouled, and BYU starts this game out just 3 of 8 from the field. And well, and he challenged him right when he got to BYU to be an elite level defender. Yep. He wants to be great. And he goes, his combination of length and quickness and his will to be good, he goes, he has the chance to be elite.
And Dibonsa fouled on the drive, bumped by Powell. 5 steals to just 1, with BYU the advantage there as Dibonsa goes up high. Dixon into the lane. Knocks in his first. Wilson. We talked about the shooting touch of the big 7-footer. He misses on this. And we'll get things organized. Look for a lane to the basket. Creates one off the glass.
An attack until you break down on defense, and then he'll take advantage of it with either with a pass or with finishing.
Wilson saying, take that weak stuff out of here. Now the Tar Heels with the advantage. The lob and the finish.
Last year, and I like what he said. He said he's always led on the floor and with his effort and everything, but he's found a voice as we watch AJ demand.
Now Trimble working on Dibonsa.
He absolutely can be a lockdown defender with his length on the perimeter.
In the McDonald's All-American game, AJ had
of all these activities, what's your favorite from the summer? He said going to the F1 race in Monaco was the highlight. I said,
boy, these two teams are fortunate to have him. 3-point shot from Boskovic.
He said we're getting blocked when we play off one.
Thanks, Jerem. Good looking open
for him, and he's a guy that can knock down threes.
Boskovic coming all the way in. He can bring the ball down like a guard, play like a forward, and finish like a center.
Who in just 74 games made 63 threes for Alabama.
Dibonsa swat.
Available in the portal with Rob Wright, and all of a sudden has expectations, and then there's one of your veterans.
Yeah, so Kevin Young not happy with the movement on the floor, and DeBonce's out for the first time.
On inbound, just overplayed just a little bit that time by Stevenson. And Ncaa realized nobody behind him. I was just going to tip it to myself and throw this thing down.
BYU learned in that first year in the Big 12 that it's like stronger and fantastic last year. Right, can't get the roll to go down. We draw poll in just a bit. BYU 7 of 7 from the free throw line so far. But that Stevenson in the lane. Nice turnaround shot. Hill mentioned over to Alabama and now back. And Saunders answers with a 3. Trimble to it, and here come the Tar Heels. Nothing says exhibition more than what we're watching right here. As Wright still looking for a lane to the basket. Boscovich up for 3. Trimble's got it. Shot clock under 10. Up for 3. The year before came back and got him. And Duke again picked to win the league again. There's the big reach of the 7.
And I know that Hubert Davis wanted to improve rebounding and brought a lot of size in this class.
A couple of missed threes by BYU. Wilson turn around with a shot clock winding down, and he's going to lead their largest.
You know, BYU runs a ton of pick and roll, ball screen.
Regarding the coaching staff all having played at North Carolina, he said it's not just the staff, it's all but 2 of the coaches' wives as well. They know the credit, said it would just go in here.
Those are fun places to be.
And there you see on the graphic, the 5 coaches that they understand what the history is and the culture.
Here comes AJ. Fantastic. There are some highlights ahead from DeBonce and Wilson for sure. Again, one first team Big 12 player to the next. Saunders on the miss. Pull out with it. Driving on Maruss. Gets the basket and the foul.
One of the Marvin Williams Carolina Award, which goes for work ethic, unselfishness. Hubert Davis welcomes.
Saunders from deep in the corner.
He can run the floor and he can finish and he can shoot threes. There's a lot of these players that are coming from.
Day checks in for the first time for BYU. Maruss is out. Cato 41% from the free throw line last season, so that's been an.
And then they drop back into man-to-man. Both these teams play aggressive man-to-man.
Powell brought down. AJ gonna take it on. Cleaned up by Cato. And into the lane, Trimble. He draws a foul. Head coaches at halftime get their assessment on this first hour of exhibition basketball here last year. Richie Saunders left that game with a concussion. Had to shake it off and wasn't quite himself until
misses the second of those 2 free throws.
Here's DeBonce.
Wow! Great anticipate. He watched the ball movement, tracked it, and got in great position.
Saunders on the drive. Left hand in. Now
very crafty.
Dixon into the lane. And he's fouled. Nets had 14 points the other night. The Nets are home against the Cavaliers tonight. 63 players. There's a good look at Xavier Staten. 7-point.
Saunders just 1 for 6 from 3 right now, and this is one of the best 3-point shooters in the country.
High off the glass.
Then you move back and then you start knocking down threes. Veteran, smart player.
Knocked out of bounds. On the drive. There's Will.
I'm going to take you to the hole.
It's fun. They're matched up tonight, and then their professional careers, they're going to see each other all the time.
Oh, yeah.
9 points for Caleb Wilson.
Caleb Wilson is, as you mentioned, Davis, like I've never met a nicer kid because I'm telling you, he's the nicest.
Right, doesn't need a lot, just a little daylight to get to that basket. Here's Davis now. This will be an offensive foul.
With the shoulder, extends that arm, and an easy call for the officials.
Ryan. And now Wright leaves it for Ben. Carolina from half court, Wilson. And that's how the first half comes to an end. Didn't play at all in the second half at Nebraska, but his health has improved and getting more minutes. Debonsa right to work.
From that range, he shot the ball down into the basket.
Quick three answered back is good by Bound. They'll swing it around. Trimble up for three.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Wright says, I'll shoot a three right here. That one's off.
Okay.
Saunders keeps it alive. Debonsa on the rebound. And after come the Tar Heels. Bassar. Here's Wright amongst the tall timbers. Leaves it for Ncaa.
Great feed on the floor. That time, a slowed down offensive set, and they get a good shot.
Evans leads it for Bassar.
The rim here, and attacking the rim, especially in transition. But he's real comfortable just stepping out and knocking down threes.
60
to Chapel Hill, knowing that you played for so much more than yourself. Like the players that paved the way for you, seeing everybody come back during the summer just for games for Arizona against the Cougs last year.
Thank you, Jerem. Here's Saunders answering back for three and leaves it short. Debonsa to answer back.
He gets. There's not very many people in the country that can elevate high enough to block that shot when he shoots it from that elevation.
Wilson turnaround shot, air ball. Now Saunders a lane. Ncaa on the rebound. ACC goes, you know what, let's start thinking about a shot clock. And then 2 years later, 1985, the NCAA said shot clocks for everybody.
5 of 10 from the field. You know, he hasn't had a three-point attempt. And he's a good three-point shooter. Now, I would think that both of these teams in an up-tempo game with two teams this good, the goal would be 12 in a game.
And get some energy into the building. Trimble over Saunders, convinced with it. Saunders going, one of these got to go in. There it goes.
Fishing game, you just keep shooting, and they're eventually going to fall.
Trimble for three. Saunders. A late whistle. And that.
And now he comes down and he goes to the basket this time, and on a gets the defender off his feet a little.
Davis is out, and Kadeem Mboop is in for BYU. Dixon. Nice dish down low. Boston points. It's something interesting.
And
this is rhythm.
They're used to being in the spotlight. They've been in the spotlight.
Shot clock's at 7. AJ looks up. He's going to go to work here. Into the lane and the finish.
Davis says, react and respond. That was a good response right there.
Debonsa again. It's at 6. There, keeping watch over those boys.
Yeah.
And it's been fun to have the Youngs hanging around them.
Tar Heels shooting it at 43%, but allowing too many offensive boards and turning the ball over too much.
Dixon on the floater.
And you think the guy's coming to the ball and then he fades away. Those things will clean up as they have a chance to play. Now this is
All right, trying to get his offense going, picks up another foul on Young. 2. Kostic in the lane and the reach. Just too tempting to not. Bogovac, we expect to be in that starting lineup.
yeah.
Who's not playing tonight. And Kostic. Williams over Boop. All right. Davis for 3. And here Evans. Lob it in his side to Vassar. The quick hands of Davis knocked it away, but double team in the corner. Trimble passes on the 3, gets a 2 off. Wright, wheeling and dealing. And the first 3 of the night from.
And when you have a Rob Wright at point guard, it's going to break defenses down and get defenses into rotations. You want that guy spotting up outside where you kick it out to him.
Ncaa, 41 inches. His brother plays professionally in Italy. He's played all over the world in volleyball. I don't know if BYU men's volleyball coach.
About that, at 6'9", he's getting his head up over the rim. When he, that's a vertical. When he
look out!
Oh baby!
There comes Caleb. And Wright trying to feed the interior. Here's Wilson again, and he's fouled by Marus. It'd be fun to see. He might be getting a little tired. Misses both. Wright tries to hand it to Ncaa. Eventually does. Tied up at 59. Boop from the corner for 3.
And they're not hitting threes today. But the MO on this team is that they can hit threes. The way they attack is collapse your defense. It seems to me like this team's going to get a lot of clean looks from 3.
Marus for 3.
And there's not knocking them down in the exhibition by either team.
Not for the lack of trying. Wright swoops into the lane and finally
changed the world.
Oh, yeah. Biggest name in basketball, certainly Carolina basketball. Danny Ainge, biggest name in BYU basketball, is here tonight. Ainge guarded. 6th meeting, the 6th one that won't count, but it does tonight. Boscovich from the corner for 3. Find us in his 5th season.
Really important where we are right now.
Yeah.
What's important is where we are in March. You got to come up against 7 teams in the Ncaa tournament this next year. And so you're going to get a shot. You got to be playing at your best at that time of year.
DeBonsa at the moment. And here they are. DeBonsa up for 3.
He's the guy that needs to be the glue guy for this team. He knows what it takes. He's been there.
Strong to the basket.
Before we set this offense.
Wright moves in with a one-hander and convinces it to go. Stevenson into Vassar and matched up with Ncaa.
He walked.
And he turns it over on the travel. The big 3 for BYU. Wright, Saunders, DeBonsa on the floor. Wright gets bumped. When North Carolina is dealing with Kansas and BYU's dealing with Villanova. Next back in for BYU. Missed them both. DeBonsa trying to knock it away from Wilson. Now Wilson with the pull-up. DeBonsa wants the ball. Davis takes it in, gets fouled. It'll count.
Play together. That's always the challenge every year. In today's basketball, it seems like it's a challenge everywhere. Everybody's bringing
has got it matched up by Davis. Vassar on the drive over Ncaa.
Wow.
DeBonsa wants the lob. Here's Ncaa. Lays it in.
Great.
71-70.
Just battle of big guys the last 2 times down the field.
Stevenson takes it in. And a whistle on a
Vassar going, okay, you know what? I got this. Now on the other end. Big guy on big guy. Great ball fake. Gets him off his feet.
line at Alabama. And this one's off in that Sweet 16 matchup. For the top. Got it. Yeah, BYU takes a timeout.
Watch during that entire free throw sequence down there.
Absolutely. Right into the lane. Passes out of the double team. Davis for 3. And the Giants has got it.
Caleb Wilson is due to make a big play right now.
Vassar off the glass and in. DeBonsa over to Wright. Lane opens up and he finishes at the rim. The noise here on this Friday night. Until then, this thing doesn't count. It's a 3 off the mark. Now the shot clock arrives at 10. Big defensive moment for the Tar Heels. Wright for 3, top of the key, air ball. Will spins into the lane. Blocked by Boscovich.
Cylinder.
Wright is 2 for 5 from the stripe. 3 for 6. Beaten. with a minimum of 5 games. And they may get with this one tonight. Stevenson, not a lot of time to waste here. Trimble will hit for 3, and he's fouled.
On the night for Trimble from the free throw line, these are big ones right here.
The senior. Second's good.
I'll make the free throws.
Gets all 3.
And this makes it so that the best North Carolina can do is tie the game, and he misses both. Huge.
Vassar's got it. Bounce pass to Trimble, and it's blocked. And that's how it's going to end. The 76. And Ncaa, who has been solid all game long, along with Boscovich, down there.